What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I'm here to talk about UFC fighters that would make good commentators in the future. Now, obviously on this channel, I talk a lot of shit about Rogan and DC sometimes on the commentary. I like to make fun of Anik here and there. So today, instead of just being part of the problem, I'm going to be part of the solution. And I'm going to be giving the UFC some ideas of fighters that would be good as future commentators and some guys that maybe shouldn't get on the mic. You know what I'm saying, dude? So let's get into this. If you're up in the S and the A tier, I believe you have a future in broadcasting. I would like to see these guys get added to UFC pay-per-views as commentators. If they're down in the C and D tier, pack it up, buddy. Pack it up, unplug your mic. It's over for you, bro. All right. Let's start off with a fucking, definitely a D tier candidate here. This is a man that I just can't trust him to handle himself properly on the commentary, dude. I'm going to put Marvin Vettori in the D tier, bro. I think Marvin Vettori is a fucking legendary crash out in the UFC. And dude will rage out at the drop of a hat. You know, I can see him being on comment. Like, if he was there this weekend, he would have been like, how is that even a fucking unanimous decision, bro? What the fuck, dude? These fucking judges. And then John Anik would be like, and Marvin Vettori is headbutting the cage door right now like an angry goat trying to get in. I just feel like Marvin Vettori, you couldn't have him on commentary. He'd be raging out the entire time. He would be, jumping into the crowd, fighting people. He would you think Bisping is bad, making it all about him. Marvin Vettori would cause a scene almost every single pay-per-view. So for that reason, I'm putting my boy in the D tier. He's fucking hilarious. I love Marvin Vettori, dude. But I'm putting him in the D tier. Let's move on to another one of my favorite fighters. This is genuinely my boy. I think he's got a good mind for the game, but I don't know if he has the personality or the voice for broadcasting. He's definitely got the face for it. All right, we're going to put Bilal Muhammad in the C tier, okay? Listen, bro. Bilal Muhammad kind of knows what he's talking about, dude. He does spit facts, especially when it comes to Leon Edwards. That being said, bro has also said he has a better resume than GSP. And I can't ignore that. So he's not as bad as Marvin. He's not a certified fucking crash out. He's not going to headbutt the cage. He's not going to break his head through the fucking commentary desk if the fighter that he was glazing loses. But he will potentially start dude, honestly, both of these guys in the cage, they're bums. They're literally bums in the cage right now. I'm literally better than both of these guys. Like, I beat both of these guys in the striking, in the grappling, in the wrestling. Like, honestly, I got a better resume than GSP. You know, and these guys can't even finish a takedown. Honestly, all they need to do is come train with me because these guys they're not ready to go to Dagestan with Khabib. Like, I feel like Bilal Muhammad would make it about himself the whole time because he's an active fighter. And I'm going to talk about some other guys that kind of dip their toe into the analyzing game, and you can just tell that they're still think they're goated at heart, and it kind of fucks with their analysis. So I feel like Bilal Muhammad would be a little bit biased towards himself, towards the Dagestanis. And I think, like I said, bro's a little bit delusional when it comes to his resume and his abilities. So I think that would definitely affect his commentary. He wouldn't be as bad as Marvin, but I'm not putting him on the fucking booth, dude. I'm not putting him in the booth, bro. Let's move on to, I would say, a better candidate by a little bit. But he does have a couple of flaws. I'm going to put Volkanovski in the B tier, bro. Now, Volkanovski, great predictions on YouTube. He has a good YouTube channel over there. Solid voice for the game. He would keep it a buck, he would keep it real. He'd be on, listen, yeah, he's a great fighter, but I don't think that he's, on the level yet. So he's got to work on his wrestling a little bit, but, respects to the guy. He would be nice and humble. He wouldn't shit on a guy as bad as I think, like, DC does sometimes, and even Cruz, Bisping, they like to, poke a little bit of holes in fighters' games. I don't think Volk would be like that. He'd be a little bit more respectful of the fighters, I think. He's not the type of guy to kind of make jokes at your expense. He would try and say something nice about you. But the reason he's in B tier is because I cannot trust this fucking guy. And I made the video about 303, and I didn't even mention it because I don't want to enable him. I don't want to enable this guy to take short notice fights. And I feel like him being at the arena for every pay-per-view, he's gonna just take off his fucking jacket and get in the cage and start fighting, dude. He will. Oh, what? What's this? Oh, he's taking a while on the inspections. Don't worry about it, guys. I'll fucking step in, or I'll fight Jones now. Yeah, that's my worry. That's why I'm putting Volk in the B tier, okay? And if he steps in to fight Chandler, which I don't think it's gonna happen, but Jesus fucking Christ, man. Somebody get this man some fucking help, dude. I don't want this guy BJ Penn-maxing. I don't want him to ruin his fucking legacy. So for that reason, he is a good commentator. He would be a good commentator in the future. He probably will end up as one. Let's be fucking real here. I'm going to put him in the B tier because if he's anywhere near fighting shape, do not put him on the commentary desk. He will jump the cage. He will step in. He will fight anybody, anytime, anywhere. All right, dude? let's move on to, yeah, this guy's not fucking going near the microphone, all right, dude? I'm putting Bryce Mitchell in the D tier, bro. You cannot put Bryce Mitchell on a fucking live broadcast, man. You can't do it. You simply cannot do it. Bro would be on... Now listen up, bro. I know there's a fight going on right now, but there's the real fight is against NASA and the government for making up gravity. And he would just start fucking ranting about that shit. I feel like bro would have a couple of fights that he can't really give his predictions on. They'd be like, and we head to our main event, Bilal Muhammad Leon. I don't like either of these two, and I don't know why. There's just something about them that I don't like. I don't like that Bilal guy, and I don't like Leon Edwards. And Bilal Muhammad looking to make his dreams come true. I listen now, I'm not racist. I'm just saying. Yeah, I feel like Bryce Mitchell would fuck up a UFC pay-per-view pretty badly. So maybe if like UFC signs a broadcasting deal with like whatever station Alex Jones is on, they could get Bryce Mitchell as the correspondent on there. Maybe a live leak partnership. We can get Bryce Mitchell on there. If they go with Rumble, you know, we might see Bryce Mitchell commentating. But until that day comes, I'm gonna leave bro off the desk. I think you can hold on to your mic, all right, man. Let's move on to listen, bro. This guy would be a decent commentator, but he has a couple of flaws. I think he's an appealing personality. I think he wouldn't be too offensive. I'm gonna put Tom Aspinall in the B tier. All right, now I'm not gonna put Curtis Blades in this video. I think he would agree that he's not cut out for the broadcasting desk. But I do think that his opponent Tom Aspinall might be, because this is a man who can glaze anybody. This guy's glazing fucking Sergey Spivak and Marcin Tybura. I can't even say the name Marcin Tybura without becoming Tom Aspinall, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit is like venom, dude. Every time I think or say the name Marcin Tybura, it just see what I'm saying? It just becomes Marcin Tybura. He's a great fighter. I would love to fight him. So the reason that he's not in the A or the S tier is because he is good at glazing fighters. He is a smart man. He is very well-rounded. He knows the game. I just feel like he would go a little bit overdrive. Every single fight, you know, Kayla Harrison, she's a great fighter. I'd love to fight her, you know. I really think that she'd be a great challenge for me. And then Raquel Pennington coming down to the cage. She's another great fighter that I'd love to fight, you know. The way that she strikes, I'm really impressed by her. She's a great fighter. I feel like it would get annoying after a while. So I'm going to put Tom Aspinall in the B tier. He's close to A tier though. I feel like he's got that smooth kind of silky voice. Pause. Yeah, I feel like he has maybe a future in the broadcasting game, maybe on the analyst desk. Let's move on though to, I'm going to put two people here, bro. And the first one, bro, honestly, Kamaru Usman. I think he would be good in the A tier. You know, he has a good podcast going right now. And speaking of the podcast, I'm going to put them as a commentary duo. I think him and Henry Cejudo would be a chill little duo. I think they're like Kobe and Shaq on the analyst desk. I will say this. I feel bad for Kamaru Usman low-key because bro is actually good at podcasting. And he is actually good at analyzing the game. He is kind of funny and natural on the mic too. I feel like he has that Rashad Evans type of personality. He can be fun, but he can also give us genuine analysis. And you can't really question what he's saying because he is one of the GOATs, right? And now this guy's stuck on a podcast with Henry Cejudo. So Kamaru Usman's like chopping it up. Henry Cejudo, yeah, listen, man. Yeah, that reminds me, man. That reminds me, dude. When I beat DJ, man. It reminds me, dude. When I beat DJ, I think I got my hand raised, dude. And they put the belt around me, man. Seriously, dude. They really did, man. It was crazy. Yeah. They put the belt around me, dude. And they said I won. And they paid me, dude. It was crazy, man. You know, like Kamaru Usman's trying to have a serious conversation. This guy's fucking jumping in, just trying to remind you, hey, guys, listen, man. I'm coming back, dude. I really am, dude. Kamaru, we're getting rid of people off the podcast, man. That means you, dude. But yeah, dude. Listen, all jokes aside, I do think they would be a good commentary duo. I do think they fit together. Obviously, Kamaru Usman would be doing all the actual analyzing, commentating, actual points worth listening to. And then Cejudo could jump in, you know, as like the Dominic Cruz type, maybe the Mike Goldberg type personality. Just stating the fucking obvious. Just for the casual at home. Listen, man, I think they're wearing gloves, dude. They're wearing fucking gloves, man. Yeah, he needs to kick, bro. Listen, dude, I think Merab's gonna wrestle, man. I really do. Listen, O'Malley needs to watch out for the wrestling, dude. He really does, man. So I feel like they would make a good duo, and for that reason, I'm gonna put them in the A tier, bro. I think that this is a future UFC broadcasting duo right here. I can really see this happening, bro. I can see Usman falling into that DC role. Whenever DC retires from commentating on the sport, or he kind of takes a little bit time off of his schedule, I think Usman is going to fall into that role because I feel like he's really suited to it. So, yeah, I'm going to chuck those two in the A tier. Complete opposite end of the spectrum. I'm putting Sean Strickland in the C tier, dude. Now, why is he not in the D tier? Maybe a controversial opinion here. I don't think he's as crazy as people fucking say he is. I don't think Sean Strickland... This dude's quoting fucking Fight Club on his Instagram. This guy's definitely, like, trying to portray a character, trying to be, like, in an edit, bro. Bro thinks his life is a fucking edit sometimes, dude. And, in terms of his personality, I think he knows the right balance of entertaining, say enough crazy shit, but don't say too much, right? I don't think he's serious when he's like, I want to fucking kill somebody in the fucking octagon, you guys, dude. I want to be the first fucking manslaughter. First of all, you're not going to be. I can tell you right now, you're not going to if you fight the way that you fight, right? But second of all, I don't think he fucking believes that. I don't think he's serious about that, dude. Because why are all his teammates like, yeah, Sean's a fucking awesome guy. Yeah, Sean's the best teammate ever. Come on, dude. So I feel like he would be entertaining as fuck. And I'm not saying that if I was running a promotion, I would have Bilal and Sean Strickland sit next to each other and commentate. But I'm just saying, would you not pay to see that? Yes, you would. And I think Sean Strickland is a little bit more media savvy than people think he is. Like, people think he's like this wacky, cartoonish, crazy man. No, dude. Bryce Mitchell is genuinely fucking insane. Sean Strickland pretends to be insane. Bryce Mitchell is genuinely unhinged. That's the difference. So I'm going to put Sean in the C tier. Obviously, I'm not going to put him in the B or the A tier because he'll just fucking lash out and call somebody like the F word or fucking just some WMMA. This is fucking bullet. We got to send these two back to the fucking kitchen, you guys. Like he will say some shit like that, but I think he's a little bit smarter than he lets on. I'm going to put him in the C tier. You know, it would be entertaining, maybe for one pay-per-view. All right, man. Let's move on to one of my favorite fighters. This guy is genuinely one of my favorite fighters to listen to and one of my favorite fighters to impersonate and obviously to watch. But I'm going to be real with you guys, man. I fuck with this dude, but I don't think he'd be a good commentator. I'm going to put Brian Ortega in the D tier. This nonchalant ass motherfucker would see the greatest KO of all time and just sit back and like rub his hands together. Like, this dude would definitely be like, yeah, I mean, it's all right. Like, it's okay. It's a fine knockout. You know, it's whatever. I'm more worried about his girlfriend at cage side. I hope she's okay. And if she's not okay, just come talk to me. You know, I've been there. It's fine. You know what I'm saying, dude? It's perfectly normal to look at your man a little bit different after he gets knocked out. So if you want to come talk to me, you know, I'm here for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brian Ortega's fucking nonchalant ass would see a baddie in the front row and pretend to not even care about the KOs happening. Or John Anik would like nudge him to like say something. And Brian Ortega, what are you thinking he needs to do here? Sometimes the best response is no response. Just go silent. Brian Ortega would fucking ruin a UFC pay-per-view, dude. Fuck, bro. He would be so good on commentary that I just can't put him. I have to put him in the D tier. He's too nonchalant. He's got too much aura, bro. He would just be DMing girls while he's sitting at the desk. KO would happen. Hey, by the way, Stephanie, text me back. I know you're watching the pay-per-view. Like that's what fucking Brian Ortega would do as commentator. So I gotta put bro in the D tier for that one. All right, man. It would be fucking hilarious, but I'm putting him in the D tier. Speaking of fucking hilarious on commentary, bro, I think DDP is a solid C tier candidate. He's like a funny shit show kind of commentator. I wouldn't go out of my way to get him, but I do think it would be funny just to hear him coaching the fighters during their fights, especially like lower weight classes. I would love to see DDP commentating over like a skillful bantamweight fight or like you know, lightweight title fight. Right, what they need to do, they need to be, I don't know why they're fainting, okay? You need to be, you don't need to fake your punches, you need to actually try to hit him. Okay, and then later in the fight, I never said don't faint, I just said why is he doing it? Completely different statement, completely different. But listen, it needs to be closing his eyes, he needs to be putting his thumb inside his fist to protect it. I don't know why he's putting his chin down. If he puts his chin up, he can see a lot more of the fight. So he needs to put his chin up when he's running in. Why, John, can I ask you a question? Why are they not doing running punches in this fight? Do they know what they're doing? I thought this was meant to be high level. I just feel like Drickus would fucking have the goofiest advice for the fighters. He'd be watching like a grappling. He needs to be pulling full mount here. He needs to be pulling full mount completely. 100%. Back in Pretoria, that's all we train in the gym. You pull full mount. That's the easiest way to start a grappling exchange. I feel like Drickus would be fucking retarded on commentary. So he would be entertaining. It would be funny, but I don't think he's got the solid understanding of the game to put him be your A tier. I could definitely, like, low key though, I can see UFC putting bro as an analyst in the future just because he has like that mainstream appeal. He's kind of a big name, especially for South Africa, obviously. I could definitely see him ending up on the desk at some point. I mean, if fucking Michael Bisping can get on there being like, oh my word, look at this, then I feel like Drickus does have a future in the game. But for me personally, I think he's like C tier. I think he'd be funny, but he wouldn't be one of my first picks, all right? But this is a guy that would be one of my first picks, dude, all right? Michael Chandler, I'm putting him in the A tier. I think this man is genuinely a solid analyst of the game. He knows how it goes. Except for when it comes to getting Conor McGregor to fight him, then he doesn't know how it goes. But for the most part, genuinely, I do think Michael Chandler's pretty smart. I think he is one of those fighters that you could definitely see becoming a coach, or he's one of those guys that is like, yeah, guys, coach is right, okay? So he's definitely clued in with this strategy, with the way that it works behind the scenes. He's got the clean-cut appearances as well. You know Dana White wants to put this guy on the fucking ESPN desk. The second McGregor chins him and retires him, you know Dana's sending this guy up to the fucking ESPN desk with Chael Sonnen, you know? And I think him and Chael Sonnen would be funny together, dude. I'm not gonna... Okay, I'm gonna do the Chael impression because you guys liked it, alright, dude? I didn't want to force it in, but... Pause. But, no Diddy. But I'll do it, okay, guys? Yeah. I just feel like Michael Chandler would be up there. He's got to lace up his bootstraps. He's got to pull himself out the fire, and he's got to make it happen. And that's a real thing, if I can just jump in. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. And I bring you that because he's a lightweight. And when you look up the division, you see Islam Makhachev. That's a real thing. You got to pull yourself up. You got to believe in yourself. It's Rocky. You got to believe. Even if the skill's not there, the will's got to be there. And I offer you that because I was in there with Anderson Silva. I didn't believe in myself. That's the honest truth. You know, so I feel like Islam... Oh, sorry, what the fuck am I talking about? Chandler and Chael, that'd be a good little combination. And I think Chandler gets along well enough with most fighters. He'd be a solid analyst, all right, dude? Let's talk about another guy who's well known for his analysis skills. I'm going to say Anthony Smith gets hated on too much for his analysis. Maybe the hottest take I've ever spit on this channel. All right, dude? I think Anthony Smith gets too much hate as an analyst. He's not really wrong with the shit that he's saying. Y'all not hearing him, bro. Y'all are not hearing my bro. It's just the way that he says shit that's absolutely cooked. Yes or no? Is Alex Pereira not limited as a grappler? Is he not, like, is he seriously like a black belt level grappler in the UFC? No, he's not. But Anthony Smith says it, it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. What do you fucking know? I mean, he's not wrong. It's just the way that he says it. He just words it too much to where it sounds like he's saying the guy's not actually good. But I feel like what Anthony Smith is actually saying most of the time is true, but just his wording is fucking cooked. So he's a solid analyst. He's a B-tier analyst. He's a B-tier future commentator. I think he'll do all right when he's retired and his ego has kind of died down a little bit. But right now, he's got a little bit of work to do to go into the A tier or the S tier as a guaranteed future commentator that will be good to listen to. All right, man. I've got two more left. One in the fucking D tier, one in the S tier. And listen, bro. Shine bright like a diamond. My boy Dustin Poirier. We've been up, we've been down. We've had a crazy anime arc of being enemies, friends, betrayal, you know, respect moments. I gotta be honest here, dude. Dustin Poirier would be one of the fucking worst commentators. He would be... He's almost so salty that I can see the UFC putting him on the desk because he's similar to Bisping. He's got that fucking, like, sore winner ego. Like, I feel like if you challenged anything, you said, yeah, how many interim belts you got, dude? How many title fights you got, dude? Who got the most knockouts at lightweight? Yeah, it's me, man. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, though. Yeah, you're right, dude. You're right, dude. You know, or if somebody win a fight, yeah, you know, it was a good performance, you know. Listen, you guys gotta fucking relax, dude. It's not that good of a performance, man. The guy's 27-7, dude. The guy lost 7 times, dude. Outside the UFC, man. I mean, come on, dude. What are we doing? You know, so I feel like Dustin Poirier would kind of shit on you a bit, even if you win. If he sees a foul, holy fuck, bro, he's gonna start crying on the fucking side of the cage. You know, I gotta be graceful, dude. He fucking fish hooked him, dude. You know what he fucking did, dude. You know, it is what it is, man. I gotta live with it, you know? So I feel like Dustin Poirier would be too emotional, too salty to be on the commentary desk. I'm putting him in the D tier. Maybe a controversial opinion. He is a funny dude, but I feel like his fighting of ego will never go away. And I think his worst personality traits that I've made videos about in the past, even though I think he's a cool dude, he definitely has some negative personality traits that I don't think he would fit well as a commentator. But we might see that soon, bro. If he's retired, we might see that soon. Last one, S tier, Conor McGregor. I need a Conor McGregor commentary try. I would pay ungodly amounts of money just to have Conor McGregor's live microphone reactions to every UFC pay-per-view. And we need a live chat as well, because that live stream was so fucking funny, dude. Like, I just imagine... And coming to the cage, we've got fucking Taporio. Little fucking midget arms retard, yeah, mate. Fuck this guy. He's a fucking bum. I think he's gonna lose in round 1. That's what I think. So, yeah. And now comes Max Holloway. Obviously, you shared the cage with him. What can you tell us about him? Mate, no thoughts on Max, you know. Like, he's a nice kid, you know. Respects to the guy, but you seen what I done to him, so... this is a low-level fight, in my opinion. I don't give a fuck about this fight, honestly, bro. Who the fuck are both of these guys? Seriously, haven't a clue. You know, I'd love to hear Conor McGregor commentary during Bilal versus Leon. Mate, this Leon fella, fucking hell, he's so fucking boring, yeah. This little fucking baldy twat Bilal Muhammad as well. What's up with this guy? What's up with this guy's face, bro? Seriously, this guy needs fucking clinical help, man. Seriously. Little fucking goblin of a thing. So I just feel like you get what I'm saying here, dude. Conor McGregor commentary over an entire pay-per-view, especially like a bad card, I feel like that would be worth the $80 of pay-per-view. So for that reason, Conor McGregor, please become a commentator as soon as you retire. I need that shit in my life. Let me know down below though, guys. Who do you think would be a good commentator? Who do you think would be terrible on the mic? And what do you think of my rankings? If you enjoyed the video, make sure you guys subscribe. Drop a like on the channel, man. Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bedtime MMA. I'm going to be posting my predictions for Nassourdine Imavov versus Jared Cannonier. I'm picking Cannonier by decision. I'm going to put that on my story, my full card predictions. So go follow me on Instagram for that. And yeah, see you in the next video, man. Goodbye.